Hey guys, in this video I'm going to tell you how to calculate your specific macros that are geared towards your lifestyle. This is super important to getting the best results because when you have macros and a caloric intake that's tailored to you, everything is so much better and you lose weight faster, and it's the way to go. So I'm going to teach you how to do it. It includes a little bit of math, so get out a pen and pencil and a calculator. You're going to need it. Taking you back to high school with some order of operations, but it's going to be worth it, and I'm excited to teach you. So first, we need to address what your basal metabolic rate is, and that is the calories necessary to make your body run appropriately for all your vital functions. So basal metabolic rate, calories that don't include exercise. So for men and women, it's different. It also includes your weight, your age, and your height. So these are variables, weight, WHA. And for men, the calculation this is called the Harris-Benedict equation. And it's 66 plus 6.2 times your weight plus 12.7 times your height minus 6.76 times your age. For women, it's 6.55 times plus 4.35 times your weight plus 4.7 times your height minus 4.7 times your age. And the reason this is different for men and women is because men and women have different body compositions, and that plays into a change in your caloric needs. So we're going to do an example with my numbers. I usually right around 170 pounds. So that's going to be here, 170 pounds. My height is 65 inches minus 4.7 times 24, because I'm 24 years old. This is equivalent to 1,587 calories. So my metabolic rate is 1,587 calories. And also the reason that this is age is a factor in this is because with age you reduce muscle mass, and if you didn't know, muscle takes more energy, calories to maintain than just fat on your body. So the more muscle you have, the more calories you need to intake to maintain the vital functions of your body. So with age, muscle mass decreases, therefore your caloric needs also decrease. So next what we're going to do is determine our total daily energy expenditure. This factors in your exercise and your daily activity. So we're going to erase this real quick. So total daily energy expenditure. My basal metabolic rate is equal to 1,587. So to get your total daily energy expenditure, you have to assess how active you are. Are you sedentary? Do you do light exercise from 1 to 3 times a week? Do you do moderate exercise from 3 to 5 days a week? Do you do intense exercise? From hard exercise from 6 to 7 days a week, and intense is super active every day of the week. Super active, okay? I'm going to say I'm moderate. I do 3 to 5 days of exercise a week. That's average. On a good day, 6 or 7. We're going to lowball it on this. So, and I will give you all the numbers for this, all the breakdowns, all my notes, so you know exactly what to do. Moderate exercise, I'm going to multiply my BMR times the constant, times my TDEE constant. For moderate exercise, it is, let me look, 1.55. So times my constant, we're going to call this X, which is equal to 1,587 times 1.55, which is equal to 200. This is my TDEE. For light exercise, it's 1.375. For little to no exercise, the constant is 1.2. For moderate, 1.55. Hard exercise, 1.75. And for very intense, 7 days a week, super crazy all the time, 1.9, okay? This is the calories you need that are your total daily expenditure. This is how many calories you expend every day. If you're going to maintain, you're going to eat this amount. So now we need to assess what our goals are. I want to lose weight. That means you need to have a calorie deficit. If you want to gain muscle, you need to have a surplus of calories. So for weight loss, you want to set your deficit from 10% to 30% of your TDEE. So, and for building muscle, it's 5 to 10% a surplus of your TDEE. So weight loss, I'm going to go a little crazy and say 30%. 30% deficit. So this is 2,459 times 0.3, 30%. If you forgot decimals, which is equal to 117 to 1.3. All right, deficit. Determine how much you want your deficit between 10% and 30%. If it's 10%, multiply by 0.1. 20%, 0.2. Okay, sweet. On to the next. So, going on to macronutrient needs. Now that we know our caloric intake, my goal caloric intake for the day is 1721.3. Now we need to assess our macros: carbohydrates, protein, and fat. We need to find out our percentages so we can implement it into our diets. Awesome. For keto, you can do this for any diet you follow, whatever, but since we're focusing on keto is 5 to 10% total calories should come from carbs, and that should be between 20 grams and 50 grams. Okay, some people go up to 50 if they're working out a ton and they have a ton of calories that they need to take in a day. Those would be the very active people. All right, so I'm going to say I want 5% of my calories a day to be carbs. So 1721.3 times 0.05, 5%. This is equal to 86 calories from carbs. So each gram of carbs has 4 calories to it. So to figure out the grams of carbs, we're going to divide this by 4 calories per gram. This is equal to 21.5 grams of carbs. That is the amount of carbs I need to take every day to meet 5%. Okay? Next, we're going to move on to protein. And protein's a little different because for keto, you should be eating 20 to 25 grams of 20 to 25% protein in your diet daily. But it can vary based on your activity level, because if you're super active, you need more protein to build your muscles, maintain your muscles, because you're constantly making tears in your muscles. So if you're sedentary, you need to find your lean body mass, which is something I can address later if you don't know how to do. Sedentary, it's 0.6 to 0.8 grams of carbs or grams of protein per lean body mass. Moderate is 0.8 to 1 gram per pound lean body mass. If you're lifting weights, should be 1 to 1.2 times your lean body weight, lean mass. So I lift weights. I'm going to do the 1 gram per pound of lean body mass. I have approximately 130 pounds lean body mass times 1 equals 130 grams of carbs a day. I need a lot of protein. I do a lot of exercise. All right. So each gram of protein is also 4 calories. So we're going to do 130 grams times 4 calories. And this equals 520 calories from protein. Now we can find out the percentage. So we have the total up here. 520 divided by this is equal to exactly 30% of my macros will be protein. And now we just have the remainder. So fat is the last one. So 30 plus 5, which is the percentages of my macros, 5 for carbs, 30 for protein, 35%. So the rest is 65%. 100 minus 35 is 65. So 65% of my calories every day should be coming from fat. And you can do that calculation if you want. So we'll say to find out the calories times 0.65 is equal to, I don't know, I didn't do that calculation, but it's something. I could find it out, but I'll do it later. That is the basis of how you find your macros. This is not completely accurate, but it's a start, and it's way better than those stupid macro calculators that are out there. I just did one, and it told me I should be eating 2,400 calories a day. That's ridiculous. First of all, there's no way I would eat 2,400 calories a day. I don't eat that much food, and that would not help me lose weight. I don't think. You know, I really don't think. So this is the way to do it. If you have any questions, let me know, and I will send you my notes. I'll put it in the download now button that I'll post underneath this video. Okay, hope you guys have a great night.